Hello and welcome back to another tarot reading. I am Sean Maria and today's tarot reading is going to be for the summer solstice. So I'm just going to take a moment and tune into this summer solstice energy here, tuning into the longest day of the year, the shortest night, where we have the most light and the least amount of darkness, the energy of the sun and of summer. And asking for whatever message wants to come forward for this collective as we approach the summer solstice. Okay, first one's coming from here. We have 24 Medusa, Sacred Rage. There's another one coming out here. There's a fire, there's a burning expression that wants to come out of this one. And we have the Creatrix, creativity. There's, again, I said expression here. This is like emotional expression. Sorry for the shine on this card. I hope you can see it properly. Let me do a bit of this so you can see the image. I apologise if I keep clearing my throat. I have a little bit of a cold at the moment. So I said emotional expression. And here we have taking this emotional expression and making something out of it. So understanding what wants to be expressed inside of us, and we need to understand it first. This isn't just opening up whatever's inside of us and letting it go. It's an understanding of it. There's sacred rage here. There's something very important, very distinct about this emotion, about this rage, about this fire that's inside of you. It's not just there to be there. It's there for you to feel it and sit with it and understand its importance and then be able to turn it into something. It's not to say that you have to turn every emotion into something, but it's just that this time of the solstice, when the light is strong, when the fire is burning strong, and I say that the fire of the sun, right? There is something, this is a time to create from the things that you're feeling. There's one more from here as well. This is 14, Peace of the Goddess, Inner Peace. And it's interesting here that we've got Medusa facing this peace, and she's like almost the image of the opposite of peace. But in order to find this peace, this inner peace, we have to first find our inner rage, our inner emotion, our inner fire. Find this fire, find this emotion, be able to express it, and from that we can find this peace. And she went in the middle here. Usually I would put this card at the beginning, but she wanted to go in the middle, so she's facing here for a reason. I wonder if that whatever message is trying to come out, that's going to come a bit later. And I'm being told to take something from here. We have Moonlight Enchantment, Magic. I did a reading for myself the other day, and so many of these cards came up. There's obviously a lot of similar energy going around for everyone. So Moonlight Enchantment, Magic. There is a mystery to this card. There's an unknown, a trusting in the magic, a trusting in things unfolding, a trusting in magic. How do I word this? The magic is the alchemy of taking this emotion and making it into something and creating something out of it. I'll pop these up a bit so we can see everything. That's what the magic is. The magic is this alchemy between these two, taking this rage, this fire, this emotion inside of us and making something out of it. That's where our magic and our power stands. And I'm just looking at the bottom here. This one wants to be seen. earth spirit stability. And then again, we have this this alignment here with this inner peace card. Stability, we think of stability in knowing how everything's going to turn out and being able to see everything in front of us, especially because this is like the earth spirit, right? Earth is very material, it's very visible and tangible. And we've got moonlight, enchantment, magic over here, which is almost the opposite. It is unknown, it is untouchable. It's the magical parts of life, right? So what the earth spirit over here is trying to teach us is, even though she is grounded and stable, she's also kind of letting these little forest lanterns up and out. And she's a fairy. She's mystical in herself. She in herself is a mystery. She's letting up these little lanterns. There's this releasing and releasing of the outcome, or releasing of the journey to get to the outcome. And we need to find this magic, this alchemy, to find this stability. So if you've been looking for some stability recently, in whatever way, in some way in your life, you're looking for some stability, the way to get there is to give it up to magic, give it up to the universe. And I say that there's two parts to that, because yes, it's give it up to the universe, but it's also what's in you. Okay, I realise these are quite high, sorry. It's also give it up to you, release whatever's happening so that you can create something from it, and that's the magic. But you have to trust yourself, you have to trust your inner magic, you have to trust your inner power, you have to trust your inner emotions, your inner rage, your inner fire. Trust that what is in you that wants to come out is what is meant to come out. And also trusting that the universe is holding you, and the universe is encouraging you on this path and telling you that this is how you get to this place of stability that you've been looking for. What wants to come out next? I'm not sure. One more from this. Where is it? In the middle somewhere. And we have Wild Rose Fairy, Love. She wants to sit right here. Pop these up because I'm going to have some more cards coming out in a minute. So we have Wild Rose Fairy, Love. And she's very soft. She's very girly, very feminine. She's got her eyes closed and she's flying. Again, there's this trust message coming through. Trusting your magic, trusting yourself. There's an element of self-love here, but self-love, but in the form of understanding that you are the universe, that you are everything, that you're not separate from the universe, you're not separate from the things around you. You are everything, everything is you. And I mean self-love in that way. So this could be loving yourself as a way to spread love to everything else. It could be finding the love in everything, and this helps you to kind of to strengthen that self-love. It could be numerous different ways, but it's finding finding love for yourself and for your connection to everything around you. And now this one wants to be taken. I think it's this one first. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to pull another one here. Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So Nine of Pentacles, there's this physical, very earth inner peace type thing, which is interesting. We've got this kind of diagonal line going across this way. And this tiger is, I'm saying she's a she. She feels like a she to me. And she's chill, she's relaxed, she's comfortable. It's the Nine of Pentacles, so we're almost completing something. We're coming to the end of the cycle of something. We're not quite there yet. That's where, like, it's not a 10, it's a 9. So we're not quite there yet, but we're kind of coming to the end of this cycle. And we're finding something physical that we've been searching for. And again, I'm taking us back to this stability, this inner peace, yeah, I'm not sure. There's something else that wants to come out here, but I think there's going to be another message for that to connect. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is, as you can see, it's like a very speedy card. This is a roadrunner, full of speed, full of movement. Eights are all about movement anyway. And we're thinking about this within ourselves, within our journey, within our energy. Are we pushing something a bit too much? This is just screaming at me like, don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Don't push too fast. Don't expect results too fast. Yeah, there's a don't force here as well. Like, don't try and just run at the one thing that you're aiming for. You need to let it up to the universe a bit. Remember how we're saying here, like, your path to stability is from the unknown, from the magic. And if you just try and kind of run at your goal, like head on a bit too much without letting some of the universe kind of have a hand in it, then it's not really going to serve us very well. Like, you can, but I don't think it's going to get us there any faster. I think this feels like it's saying you can run at it, but it's actually going to get you there slower. So, and then the tiger wants to say something. I'm going to pull another. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize I was on the bottom of the deck here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is, we're thinking about, I'm trying to see another one, another card. This one. Oh, upside down. Okay, I don't usually read cards in reverse. This one feels like it wants to be in reverse. And we have the King of Wands in reverse. So we have the Knight and the King. Masculine energy here with the Knight and the King. Knight of Swords, King of Wands. And here we've got the two wands here. But this is upside down. So King of Wands is talking to us about this strength within ourselves, this kind of understanding of our journey, and this very, what's the word I'm trying to say? It'll come to me in a second. And this is on its head. So something isn't feeling quite right. Something isn't feeling quite right about this journey. And like I said here, actually, yes. There's an unsurety. That's not a word. There's a lack of surety here about kind of where you're going and what you're doing. So the King of Wands, like, doesn't quite know where he's heading. He's not really sure that he's on the right path. And you're kind of like running headfast into something without really understanding what it is that you're actually working on. And the Knight of Swords here is, the swords is a bit more mental, a bit more kind of logical. And the Knight, what is the Knight saying? I don't know what the Knight is saying. The Knight. He's trying to save something. That's what he's trying to say to me. He's trying to save something. There's a stepping back and a mental understanding of what's going on. Okay. I'm literally getting the image of an actual knight, as in like knight in armor, and very disciplined, very trained, and well equipped. And that's kind of some of what we need moving forward. So that's actually adding in a very different energy than what else is coming out here. And he's next to the King, and there's this uncertainty here with the King of Wands upside down. So there's some skill, there's some competency, there's some discipline that needs to be had to also support all of this other messaging that's been going on here. Here, the tiger, she's feeling confident, she's feeling competent. She's very sure of her skills, she's very sure of herself. She's not needing to prove anything. And I think that's what this is coming into, is in order to get into this space of confidence. And this confidence might be what supports what's going on up here. It might be what supports your ability to take what's going on inside and bring it into the creativity. Your ability to trust the magic around you, trust the universe, and allow that to turn into stability. There's a confidence that needs to happen. And this confidence needs to come from your discipline and your skills. So there's a, okay, I'm going to do another card because there's something else that wants to be said here. We have the Hanged Man, and he is a spider. Let me see if that's, you can still see that in the frame. Yes, you can. Yeah, so we have the Hanged Man, number 12. Hanged Man is very much about perspectives. There's a lot of upside down energy. Another upside down here. We had this this reversed card here. And this is a spider. So there's a creating of a web, a creating of a story, a life, a narrative that needs to happen, but it needs to come from a different perspective. I think maybe there's a blockage of stepping into this next phase of your life. And I mean this like quite strongly. I think I've had a lot of messages over the last couple of years that I've done in collective readings that have been very much about like taking small changes and different things, what's the word? Like shifting around. And this doesn't feel small, it feels quite big. Like there's a big shift happening. There is this creation of a new web that happen, that wants to happen for you. And I think that that's the difference. It's not that it needs to happen. It's that it can happen. There is an opening and an opportunity here for your life to change in a very significant way. And this is something to step into. This isn't something that's going to happen to you. This is an opportunity. This is the universe kind of giving an opportunity to say it's time to step forward. And like the Knight of Swords is like bravery, knowing and trusting yourself, trusting your abilities. You know, a knight who hasn't had the discipline, because we're thinking here like this mental kind of discipline, skill set, practice, very kind of masculine energy. A knight who doesn't have that isn't going to step forward into battle because he's not confident in his own abilities. And again, we have this King of Wands reversed. There's not a confidence here. There's not an understanding of what's going on. And I don't think it's that there is no understanding. I think there is a hesitancy as opposed to lack of understanding of where you're going. I think you know where you need to be going. That's what all of this is saying, right? It's in you. That's what Medusa is saying. It's in you. It's not hidden in any way. You're just hesitant to actually step into it. But in some ways, you're also rushing towards it, but you're kind of rushing towards it in the wrong way, or you have been in the past. And it's time to change perspective. It's time to do things differently and to create a new web. So when I say new web, there might be something here that you just need to do it differently. Like let one web go and start a new web. This could be like a whole bunch of things in life, in your life, but it could also just be aimed at one thing. So let's just say your business or your home, like your location of wherever you are. It could be something just needs to go and be completely changed in order to start a new web. Or it could be everything. Maybe you're feeling that already. Maybe you're feeling like something is telling you, okay, something needs to like really drastically change here. And this is kind of a confirmation that yes, it does. It doesn't have to. It's not a necessity that it has to. Okay, my camera cut out and I'm not sure where I was, but I think what I was saying is that it doesn't have to change. This is a choice. This is an opportunity for you to step into this change. I pulled 2 more cards from the tarot deck as well. And we have the Fool, which is really confirming this idea of jumping off the ledge, of taking a leap of faith and starting something new. The Fool does not know what he's doing. He's at the beginning of his journey, and that's where we are. It's okay to become the Fool again, to become at the beginning of whatever new journey it is that that wants to happen for you. So just confirmation of what I was saying, really. And then the 10 of Wands. So we have our little wand collection over here. 10 is completion. And this is more of like an aspiration thing. There's a possibility here. You know, I kept saying you don't have to change, but this is the chance for you to make this change. And I think this is what this 10 of Wands is saying is there is a conclusion here to some of your journey, some of your personal journey in life, some of that inner work that you've been focused on. Like the end is near, and in order for you to get to the end in a positive way, I mean, not the end of your life, right? But like the end of whatever chapter of this journey that you've been on. In order to get to that, you need to make this change that's happening, this release, this turning, or finding the knowledge or the practice of how to turn your inner world, your inner fire, your inner emotion into something that you can actually put out into the world. Okay, I will leave it there because I think my camera might crash out again. And I think that is the end of the reading. I really hope this reading helps you through this summer solstice time. And if this message really resonates with you, please do let me know in the comments. Give this video a like and subscribe if you would like to see more tarot readings from me. And until next time, happy summer solstice. Bye.